What's up, guys? I just got done reading The Secret Destiny of America by Manly P. Hall, and this is a book that I feel like every American should read. Basically, the secret destiny of America is that we are destined to be the leaders of the free world. It's a secret because not a lot of people know, let alone Americans know, that we have this divine purpose. The problem is that we might not ever live up to our divine destiny because the majority of people are selfish. Selfishness results in pretty much all of the problems you see in society today: war, depression, homelessness, poorness, etc., etc. All the problems that you see in society. We won't be able to solve these problems until we solve what I like to call, and this book refers to as, the human problem. The human problem is that not only are people physical beings, so we have physical needs that need to be met, we are also mental, emotional, spiritual creatures, and we have a soul. If even one of those five aspects of our being is lacking, then it'll lead to disaster for an individual. And if enough individuals suffer or are lacking in those areas of their lives, then it'll lead to disaster for society. Now, like I said, it also says right here in the book, plain and simple, we are physical, mental, emotional, spiritual beings, and we have a soul. We got these five aspects to our being. If we're lacking in even one of those areas, then it'll lead to disaster for an individual. But we got lawmakers and politicians making laws and decisions for us when they don't even acknowledge God to be real, or don't believe in God and stuff like that. They only focused on the physical. You know what I'm saying? That's the main problem. So, like I said, if Americans don't wake up to their, don't wake up and realize their divine purpose, which again is to be the leaders of the free world, then it's basically going to lead to disaster for our entire society. But the good news is, if we do live up to the challenge and we can, change our ways, then we'll go down as history as one of the great civilizations. You know what I'm saying? This book pretty much follows the spirit of democracy through the ages, starting with the first civilization, which is the Atlantean civilization, and then it moves to the Egyptian and Mayan civilizations. Interesting things about those, Pharaoh Akhenaten, they called him the first Democrat. You know what I'm saying? He was basically, the embodiment of what a leader should be. He was basically a king, but he spent his days talking to peasants and getting to know the common man, and making decisions for the betterment of all. He wasn't making passing laws like today's politicians for personal gain. That's the whole meaning of democracy. Throughout this whole book, the author is painting a picture of what democracy should be. And when you read this book and realize that what the author is saying it should be isn't what it is today, you'll realize that, like I said, we got to do a better job at mastering ourselves and becoming, morally upright internally, because we individually make up the whole, but we also got to do a better job at picking leaders. You know what I'm saying? Because our leaders basically represent us and influence our thoughts and decisions as well. So you should pick leaders based off of qualities that you think are admirable and good, basically. But like I said, Pharaoh Akhenaten was the first Democrat, and he was a man of the people. And then they talk about the Mayan civilization. The Mayan civilization didn't have any form of currency, and they hold the world record for the longest period of continuous peace, which is 500 years of no wars. The Mayan civilization, the spirit of compassion and givingness and love flourished there. You know what I'm saying? Like they ran a society without money, and when they were looking through like the ruins of the Mayan civilization, they didn't find any buildings that resembled a prison or, you know, any type of human confinement. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't dealing with the problems that we're dealing with today, such as crime and homelessness and, you know, war, because they weren't selfish. They learned how to live amongst each other, and they learned that selfishness is detrimental to success and happiness. They learned that, and that's what Americans need to learn. But like I said, from the Mayan and Egyptian civilizations, basically it went to the Greeks, because, you know, the Greeks basically learned from the Egyptians, and then from the Egyptian civilization, Columbus, not from there, but like, you know, later on down the line, Columbus ended up coming over to America and discovering America, and, you know, he brought with him, like, you know, the spirit of democracy, and same with Ben Franklin when they came over here and established the 13 colonies and all of that. It follows the spirit of democracy through the ages, starting from, you know, the first civilization, the Atlantean civilization, all the way up until, you know, America. And again, the secret destiny of America is to be the leaders of the free world. But unless people get their act together, we won't live up to our divine purpose, and it's actually just going to lead to the fall of a civilization. So let's do better to you know, be morally upstanding people, and, you know, make the world a better place. Share this video so that this information gets out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a good one. Peace. If this book sounds interesting to you, don't forget to click the link in the description to get your copy so that you can read along with me. Also, click the link in the description to get yourself a free bookmark. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're alerted anytime I upload a new video, and follow me on my social media. And until then, have a good one.